Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Lions and the Buccaneers under the lights on Monday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece.
Right to the air, here's Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Brooks running right. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Goff to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll run it right here with Brooks. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. On 2nd down, Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, whether you're manning the middle or you're a rusher coming off the edge, Mike, if you play linebacker in this league, you have to have the ability to handle yourself in pass coverage. If the expectation is that a throw is going to head his way, he'll make that play. And that was the biggest play he could have made. That was really nicely done.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He's going to tuck it and go. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, it's Irving. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A short one there to Otten. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. They'll look to throw.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
On the ground, it's Irving. And he will dive into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. They'll go play action with Goff. That's complete there to James. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is catch number 60 for the season.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw is Goff. He's got a man. That's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On play action, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle.
I think it's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. Thank God.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
3rd and long. A give. This is Irving. And this drive is going backwards. Taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3-and-out.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So 4th down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Goff. That's into traffic, but taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now, Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. We're all set to kick this one away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
You got to find a happy medium as a quarterback between knowing when to extend the play and just knowing when to go down. In this case, the defensive tackle gets there in a hurry. He puts an end to this play before it even gets started.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's Torrey Taylor now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Goff to throw on first down. To the right side here, pass is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
This one complete right side. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Lions called their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Brooks. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff Going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bucs offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. They'll look to throw again. He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Bates' kick is good. And the Bucs will tie this game up here late in the first half. So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. The Titans are in a position where they need to win out and get some help. But a victory there does improve their mark to 6-7. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Puka Nacua, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Jahmyr Gibbs, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten.
Complete to Cade Otton.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. Get this complete right side to Otten. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Williams in motion. On play action, Goff. He'll get this out to the left flat.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Low-scoring game, all time. 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. They'll run with Irving. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Irving. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains level.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A carry now for Brooks. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. A run with Brooks. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Williams in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra, gives the Lions a 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Off the play fake, here's Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had...
And he's in! Touchdown, Detroit. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And And the Lions go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On second down, a run with Irvin. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll look to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They send the tight end in motion. On second down, Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Moving the tight end right. Goff to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
The 43-yard line.
Now Goff. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will have great field position right around midfield.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. They'll try again here, second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. And that is incomplete.
But that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Going for it all. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away as he's standing right around his own goal line. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run it. It's Irving, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. A short one there to Otten. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It'll go once more with Brooks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. On third down, here's Brooks. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. This is caught at 2. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E. Backed up to the 3, it's second and goal. They bring the tight end in motion. Give inside, it's Brooks. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 20, Buccaneers 10. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.